Hey guys, what is up? Happy Halloween, or the day before Halloween. It's Friday, which means I'm on the Project Singularity server, and we are doing something kind of fun today. I have slowness because of a freaking witch. We're doing something kind of fun today because it's the day before Halloween. I decided to put off what I was going to build and build something spooky. So the first thing I want to do is get back here into sort of the wilderness. This is in the arena, by the way. I'm not just doing something random. This is in the arena, and I thought, what would like a civilization have in it that was spooky? And a few things came to mind. Two in particular, though, which is what I want to build today. One of them is a cemetery. Obviously, it'll have a cemetery. Like a spooky cemetery, because cemeteries can't be not spooky. They're freaky. And the other thing that I was thinking would be fun and kind of creepy, so not everyone finds them creepy, I find them a little bit creepy sometimes, is like an old looking church. Those are the two things. Oh, look at that. I put a crafting table out here. I don't know where I'm going to build this. I was going to go all the way back to the wall and then come forward a little bit. But yeah, I was thinking a graveyard and a church. Now, what I was kind of contemplating was, you know, those are some creepy builds. Those are two things that are a little creepy. And I was like, do they really fit in the arena? And I think what we're doing for the arena is sort of like an old civilization that you discover and explore and try and get to the temple, whatever. But yeah, I was like, yeah, if we just have like random stuff everywhere, it would make sense that at some point they would have had a church and a cemetery. Now, the temple sort of looks like it might be religious in some way. But yeah, we're going to build it over here. I kind of want it tucked away in between trees. We're going to replant most of this afterwards. And what we're going to do is kind of put it in here, sort of tucked away. We might landscape this up. But we're going to have a cemetery, a small cemetery next to a church. And then eventually we could probably put some sort of loot into the church and the cemetery. So if you explore it, you can get the loot because that's a part of the... what do you call it? The arena that I want. I would like it to be sort of like you do get points for exploring and going into buildings and whatnot. And by the end of the time we're done this, I want to have just a ton of buildings in it. Just like a ton of stuff to explore and loot and whatnot. I think that'd be really cool. So that's sort of my goal. We got some work to do. I'm going to clear out an area and probably get some sort of design in mind. I brought over all of this stuff. Let's see, we got stone for stone brick because it's probably what the church is going to be built out of. Brought some pumpkins because it's Halloween. I brought all kinds of stuff. I brought dark oak because dark oak is creepy looking. And some nether brick and some iron for iron bars. So we got a bunch of stuff and we're going to try and see if we can get something together. So I will come back with ideas, I suppose. Alright guys, I think I got a layout I like. I think I want to put the graveyard back here, sort of against the wall. I think I'd like that. So if you're kind of wandering, you'd see the back of the church and sort of the graveyard start here and sort of wrap around the side. I guess that's actually pretty big. Maybe we'll put like a crypt. This is the layout of the church. It's small. You can see it's small, which is fine. These are going to be windows. I want something big on the back. But yeah, I made the door indented slightly because I feel like churches usually come out like this. Something like that. I feel like churches usually have a round and then the door is a little indented. Now, I could be wrong about that. I've seen quite a few churches though. I feel like that's usually how they're shaped. The door is going to be an interesting one to design because churches are usually designed with very strange shapes. I've done a little bit of architecture studies in my day. And they usually have... well, I'm going for more of a gothic style because I want it to look a little creepier. So they usually have like rounded points almost. And so I think I'm going to have to use some interesting techniques. Although I'm not a great builder, so I'm kind of like, maybe not. But what I want to do is actually get in the cemetery, lay that out. I want to have everything laid out and then I'll design. I think the cemetery is going to be really cool. I think that's going to be a nice touch. And I think this is a good size because it's not too big. I don't want too big of buildings because, you know, then it takes away. If they're small, you run in, you check, you run out. So like I think this is going to be probably one of the bigger buildings in the place. But I do have a cool plan for a little crypt. But anyway, I'm going to get this laid in. I kind of want to get the walls up for both and then let the design flow. All right, so I got this laid out. I don't know if I like it like this because it does lean on this, and that it makes me feel really lazy for not actually filling it in. And it's a little smaller than I would have wanted. What I was thinking though is having another entrance, I suppose, right here. So this is sort of the entrance I went because it looks, they usually have like an arched stone entrance from what I sort of have seen. Not that I've seen a huge number, but you know what I mean. They sort of have this arched stone entrance. We can make this one wide. No, I like it too wide. I need it too wide. You know what I mean? We could make I wanted to make another one right here and then have that go down into sort of a crypt area, and then we'll have a bunch down there. So this would just be like your basic graves. Let's just take some of this. No, how do you make cobblestone walls? Something like that, right? So this is a pretty basic design that you've probably seen before. So, you know, you have your, it doesn't attach, right? Good. Something like this. No, that looks wrong. Like I said, maybe one higher. Just do a jump. Do a jump. Oh man, you can't jump on these? That's crazy. That's craziness. Oh my gosh. Anyway, yeah, something like this, and then have little graves everywhere. Why am I putting down torches? Have graves, you know, and stuff like that. I'm like trying to show you guys the most basic design. Okay, wait. Let me just actually do this. So it's 4 high, I suppose. That's pretty high. Just want to make a cross. Something like that. This reminds me of the Weeping Angels from something like that. And then you probably put soul sand here. That's usually what happens. Now, it doesn't really matter what I put on the graves because I don't have any soul sand, do I? Oh, I forgot everything. It doesn't really matter what I put on the graves because they're probably going to end up covered in snow, which kind of sucks. But you probably put soul sand there. You could use, what else can we use as a grave? I don't know. Let's see. Let's see what can we use as a grave? Could put dark. Oh no, I kind of wanted nether fence. Do I have some of that? Yeah. Yeah, I have nether fence. Put like a 2 wide. Maybe signs right there. Let me see how that looks. I don't know why we're doing this on camera. We have a lot to do today, but because I want to get this, like this is something that I can't really do over the course of multiple episodes because Halloween is tomorrow. Oh goodness. Oh goodness. Let's do that. How does this look? That's not great. That's not great. I'm not the world's biggest fan of that. We'll figure out something for graves. That's not a big deal. You could always just do like two pieces of stone or something. And then it's pretty plain, but it gets the point across. Anyway, there'll be a bunch of graves here. Moving on, and then down here there'll probably be something to go into that might have a secret surprise. And yeah, then we got to get to the church. So let me get some actual work done. So far all we've done is really lay stuff out, and that's not the coolest of jobs. So I'm going to do some time into this. That took far too long to say. You know, for something that was a very easy sentence, it took far too long to say. But I got some like terraforming to do actually. Oh right, I want to put, I more or less created a mob trap down here, so I kind of want to. Anyway, so let me get some work done. Yeah, I've said that 4 or 5 times now, but work time. Alright guys, bit of a progress update. It's nighttime. Oh, I can show you the graveyard. Now, I tried to have an individual grave for each. There's 2 that are the same. They have the names of everyone on Project Singularity, except me, because apparently I'm the winner of the games. But yeah, it's sort of dark and creepy. And this is going to go down there. We've talked about this. We got the church a lot done. We're just going to sleep real fast just because I'm scared of creepers. Let's see. So yeah, this is the church. We got the roof on it. And the shape sort of outlined. I don't know. I was thinking gray glass, but then it doesn't look that good. So we're maybe black or, I don't know, color glass. This is actually bigger than last time you guys saw it because I adjusted it to the ceiling. And I put some beams up. I don't know if I like those. But yeah, next up we're going to throw in the floor and figure out a door. I've got this shape in, which does intrigue me. Obviously, we're going to have some sort of... We're going to have it at this height, because obviously the doors go there. As for the rest of it, I really am having a bit of a blank. Probably something of this type of thing will have to go on to connect it to the ceiling, because you can't just have nothing up there. But then I don't really want like an archway on the front, so I'm kind of like stuck, I suppose. Then I'm just picturing the fronts of church, and sometimes they have like a big thing right here in the middle, sort of like a piece of glass in the middle over the door, which could work. Anyway, yeah, I got this shape, which I kind of am a fan of. So if we did something across like this, let's just see how this looks. Nope, not there. Let's just see how this looks. So that keeps this shape kind of consistent, which I like. And I kind of want to use the dark oak doors, because I think those would look the best. Do I have any? I mean, I have a ton of dark oak. This isn't the world's hardest thing to figure out. You know, I like that it gives you 3 doors now. That's kind of cool, but like 3 is a really odd number, because when do you ever have... Like, when would you ever be needing 3 doors? 2 would be okay, but it just seems strange. Anyway, something of this description. Although I could leave it open. I guess I don't need doors. What if I just had an entryway like this? No doors. Just left it open. Maybe this here. Maybe something like this. Maybe take out this. Designing on camera is tough. I kind of want the... We could just not have doors, which is interesting. It would definitely leave it sort of unprotected, which I don't know if I like. No, I just have that floating. Yeah, I'll figure out something for the door, though. I don't know. It's tough, and we also got to put in stained glass. I don't know if I don't really want to switch up colors. That becomes a whole other thing. But I don't like the gray that we have. So maybe, is there a dark gray? Maybe. Or a black, maybe. But yeah, it's coming together. It's coming together. The graveyard's done. We might not get the crypt done this episode, but the graveyard's done, and I really like it. It looks really good at night, which is nice. Gotta get more flowers inside, though, and probably put pathways, some broken up pathways in here. But this is coming together. It's a little bit bigger, the roof, than I thought it would be, or I had in my mind, but I don't mind it. It's still sort of tucked away because the spruce grows quite tall, and we're a little bit lower than like the land over there, so you can't see it too much, which isn't the worst thing ever. So I'm going to finish this up. It's Halloween, so I'm going to finish this up. We'll at least get the church done, and then I'm going to throw in some different woods in the ceiling to make it look like it's been here a while. But yeah, so let's get an entryway done. All right, let's see how this looks. I don't know. One sec. Let's see if we try and do this. Can I not? I can't reach that. Okay, let's... That's why we keep dirt on us. Let's see. If I go down like this, then bring this out like that. Does that look better or worse? I can't tell. Let me do the other side and get back. Because, you know, it's interesting circles in Minecraft, or circle-shaped things, because you gotta put a lot of work into them. So it'd come like this. This one's already... That looks a little better, I think. I think that looks kind of cool. I actually have an idea for that. So we'll leave it like that, because I do have an idea for that. That'll be cool. Anyway, that's the front of the church, which looks pretty... looks okay. We have these on the side, but now they look a little silly, I think. We could make them higher. Could bring them up like that. Does that look better or worse? Now that they look a little silly now, just because the church doesn't match them. Anyway, I kind of like them though. So anyway, let's go inside. I did the interior. I was going to put down red carpet, but I actually don't mind this now. So it's just spruce and dark oak. I was going to do a little bit more, but honestly, like, I don't want to focus like too much on the interior. So we got a little altar, some pews, some pews. What's that guy doing? I don't know. So that's that. It's pretty cool. I like it. Some blocks missing from this side, but that's about it. Yeah. I was going to hide some lighting and stuff, but then, you know, I thought maybe it'd be better if it was just a little dark. Hopefully a creeper doesn't spawn in here and do some damage, but I think it looks pretty cool. I might move this beam one forward just because it looks a little weird. You know, I might just remove them all together. Let's try that just because I feel like they're a little kind of like whatever. I could make this all, it's just like the floor's half slabs now. I could just lower them one, but then feel like, well, then I'd have to do some weird stuff with the torches, and how does that look? Much better. It's significantly better without the beams. So let's just get rid of this one. And my big thing now is, one, I might have enough time to do the, what do you call it? The crypt or whatever, the one down there. But I have to get stained glass because I think I am going to try and do designs. I don't know what's happening here, but I need to stop this. This is driving me nuts. I think it was like this. Is that gone now? Okay, thank goodness. Yeah, I think I'm going to try and do designs. I think I might just fill that in with stone brick. Let's see how this looks. Yeah, that needs to be... That is the shape it is. Do I want to fill that in with stone? But I kind of like having the shapes. Oh, I know what it is that makes it look funny right now. It's that block's missing. Yeah, and I want to add some more cracks. I haven't really done that yet. But yeah, so this is more or less done, minus the stained glass, which is going to be an interesting one. And then sort of like detail work, like the pathway and stuff. That's going to be... Okay, now this interior is done. That roof looks real creepy. I like that. Yeah, this is nice. It's a little short for how high it is, but churches sometimes are like that. So anyway, I gotta get a bunch of dyes and stuff for the glass. I gotta get a bunch of dyes. So I'm gonna run and do that, and then we'll come back and take a peek at sort of what I wanted to try with the stained glass. Now, before I show you guys, I went from a spooky, kind of creepy church to, well, something not scary whatsoever. Now, I put a cross on the front because it's a church. You see it and you're like, oh yeah, okay. And I went with these on the back, sort of the scary colors. And then I went for some sort of picturesque earth tones. Now, I guess we should see it with the actual lighting. Now, it's not bad, actually. It does really churchy, but I feel like colored glass in this game is so vibrant that it's sort of, yeah, it's sort of strange. Like, it's so vibrant as a color that it's quite almost off-putting. Especially the whites and the yellows are just, look how bright the white is. It almost glows. But anyway, this is the stained glass done. This is the church done. I really like it. I think it's a really cool little build. It's not creepy though. I wanted it to be creepy. So anyway, that's this. That's that. Ugh. Okay. This is pretty much done. We just gotta rough up a path. So let me do that real fast. All right, I'm running out of time a little bit here, but we got a little bit of a path. I could make it wander this way a bit, but the church done, graveyard done. Now you can see I just terraformed this. Now I kind of wanted to make it look like there almost wasn't anything here, and what I've done is this. I should probably, I don't know if I like this here. Maybe we'll get rid of that. I have more slabs, yeah. We'll do something of that description. Anyway, yeah, so this is sort of the entranceway I was picturing. We'll put in some of these. And I wanted a little bit more fence back here to make it look like it was sort of holding back that. Yeah, that's the entrance to the crypt that I Whoa there, buddy. That's the entrance to the crypt that I sort of put together real fast. I want it to be sort of creepy. I think I'll finish this another time, though, because I'm sort of running out of time. And there's one last thing I sort of wanted to do. What I might do is lower this so it's at this height. And what that does is just keep mobs from spawning, because it's going to be awfully dark down here. I don't want too much lighting. So if I put it down one. And then we'll have it real creepy, real nether bricky, but we're going to finish that another time because I'm running low on time and I would love to do the one other thing I was planning on. So, yeah, I'm going to run over and do that, but this is done, which is pretty cool. Very Halloween style builds. And there's just one last thing I want to do. So I'm going to leave all this here because we're going to be building here more another time. You know what I do want to bring back with me? A couple things. We're going to take this, the redstone, these, some bone meal. Take some spruce, take some dark oak, a little bit of dark oak. Where's the dark oak? A little bit of dark oaks, pumpkins, a little bit of nether brick, and some nether brick fence. That should give you some sort of hint as to what I'm doing, maybe. Alright, this isn't actually what I'm doing to end the episode, but I kind of wanted to show you guys what I did at spawn, or in the nether at spawn, because I just half slabbed everything because I hate zombie pigmen with a passion. So I half slabbed everything, and then up here, I just made it temporary. This isn't anything to do with if there's a nether hub at some point, but I just was tired of spawns. I was also getting really confused about where was what, so that way is the nether fortress, that way is the end, and that way is the desert, because I got so confused up here. Now it's all visual. I'm a very visual person, so this just made it so much easier, and it was so quick and easy to do that I'm real happy with it. Anyway, let's get to what we want to do at spawn. Alright guys, to end the episode, I just wanted to add a little Halloween touch to spawn, so I built sort of a miniature spooky forest, and it's a bit light in here. A miniature spooky forest with just some fun stuff. And then a mini Halloween maze, because why not? I mean, yeah, just Halloween up spawn a little bit, you know? But anyway, that's it for me. Have a happy Halloween. Like, comment, sub, all that good stuff. And enjoy all the candies that comes from the Halloween. Bye!